Come on then. Test this rune if you dare.
The battle begins.
Spirit bringing 3 heroes there. Swedish Strong and Lays fatally bonded. And bounty rune grabbed by Yatoro. Go for the spin though, just holding on to his mana pool for now. Wants to keep that for the laning stage proper.
Fatal bonds on 2 people. Not as strong. Yatoro did not want to commit. It's a long cooldown. 40-second cooldown. This is going to be a lot of spam on the top lane. Dawnbreaker plus Rubick. Every single... Like, they do have what it takes to kill the range creep with the Fate Bolt. So, not too much of a kill threat unless Navi overextends. Because you have no slow. It's more going to be about sustaining this Juggernaut. Because, as we said, these 2 heroes do put a lot of damage early on.
Lane. No CS yet, just going to drag the wave. 9. Swedish Strong the way. No one with his Flame Guard. How does this work out against the Scatter Blast? Is the Snapfire going to have the upper hand, burning through Flame Guard with the magic damage she's got?
Let me do the math, because I did forget. Level 3, 160, so extra 60, 240. I think you should, yeah, you should be able to break the Flame Guard with at every single level with Scatter Blast. So it's going to be good for Snapfire. Like, too much harassment. It will be some poke and prodding from no one as well, but yeah, I love Snapfire in this matchup.
So then does the change come from the Ember Spirit? Do we see the Slight maxed out with the chains now? Or does he continue to go for Flame Guard for that farming speed?
He might put another point in Slight.
Mira, Poison Touch, an incredibly annoying ability. Drag creep waves around, and he's going to have to Mango TP all the way back to Fountain.
It's a lot of gold. That's 170 gold forced.
The laning state. Top Lays and Sweden is strong. A little bit of a lane drag back there. Eye on the range creep. Okay, even using that Shadow Word aggressively to try and do a bit of chip damage. Leaves him wide open to get run at. Well, Starbreaker on the hammer, and Lays gets the first blood.
First blood! They all break so easily.
Solo tipping the pot.
That's not right.
They don't have ability to stop Starbreaker from going off, and that's a big issue. Especially if they manage to connect onto Warlock. 2 stuns in lane, can reposition him. Could be a bit problematic for Warlock, but Yatoro, it's all about securing his farm. This, like, they didn't pick this to get the kill, especially on hero like Dawnbreaker. If you just play passively, Celestial Hammer, run away, should be okay.
Solo dies to the Eidolon.
That hurt me a
Or Blue Boy.
And that's also an earn charge, so
Yes.
pretty big one.
Finished his earn right on time. Come back into this lane and start to threaten V-Tune. TA currently 13 last hits, looking pretty good. Spin up top, Yatoro. Show his strength against Sweden Strong. Very fine.
Sorry.
Back and batter into Moscow's Warlock. Stop him from getting this pull off. Telekinesis there should do the trick. Sticking very far as well, but now Rubick's out of the lane for a little bit.
Efficiency. Well, think about picking this rune, or he's talking to no one and no one said, I want to pick it up instead.
Yeah, give me the bottle refill. Keep going in this mid lane. 18-2 on him. Pretty much dead even with the Snapfire for now.
School given.
Tier 1. This is Ember getting denied as usual. So, it feels like there's so much more of this lane dragging and manipulation of creep waves this tournament than I've seen the past few months from the DPC. Everyone very focused on getting advantageous matchups and getting every little efficient amount.
Teams got way better at it, understanding what needs to be done, and it's just a Dota thing that is getting exploited. I would love to see something changed in the next one.
Dire
That regard.
structures are fortified.
No more pulling?
Yeah, I don't like that you can make a new.
No one did max out that Flame Guard to help him accelerate and farm when he's back in the jungle, of course, but he's taking some heavy hits from the turret of Toronto Tokyo. Solo there inside the creep wave. Dead again. The Urn and the Eidolons. Tossed back by Mira, finished off by Collapse.
This bottom lane is not going too well. Templar Assassin did get some CS, but right now getting more and more difficult. So if Solo decides to go bottom, that means that probably he's gonna die one more time, and it's gonna be a lot of pressure early on from Enigma. The Blink Dagger after finishing Urn and Arcane Boots. Collapse, no shenanigans, understands that if he gets that Blink BKB Black Hole, there's only Rubick that can steal it and count.
Mira's zoning two of them out from the lane and the jungle. Clara's even made her way down here, maybe looking for a bit of a,
Radiant are
bit of a go on
scanning.
V-Tune, but they're pinging this bottom wave. Navi realizes Eidolons have already spawned out. Catapult is there, and Collapse has to be stopped. Someone has got
Radiant's
to deal with
bottom
this man,
tower
because
is
Tier
under
1 tower
attack.
is going to take an
Radiant
absolute hammering.
structures are
It's gonna be
fortified.
Solo who dies one more time. Mira most likely gonna make a move, or they use a scan, see if there's someone there.
Radiant's bottom
Oh, never
tower
mind.
is under attack.
Stay Asiat.
Dire's middle tower is under
Toronto
attack.
used the scan to secure his rune.
Stay Asiat.
That should help.
Calm here for Team
You
Spirit.
have been denied.
Under any threat,
Radiant's bottom
knowing that
tower
TA
is
needs a
under
good
attack.
15-20 minutes to build herself up. Spirit to really play with any of these supports that he's got on his side.
Mira knows. I mean, Mira is a smart player because he saw Dazzle leveling up. If you
Radiant's
put the
bottom
scoreboard
tower
down,
is falling.
they're gonna find Dazzle. So the trick here is, if you're in a situation like this, you put the scoreboard down, you see that Dazzle is level 2, and if you see him leveling up and not showing on lanes, that means that he's probably stuck.
Comforting
That's clever, because he's near the
of a
creep wave getting that
generation.
Yes.
experience, yeah. Trick. Use that in your pubs, everybody. That's what we see pro players on their streams spamming scoreboard, isn't it? They're always tapping scoreboard, like, leveled up, is someone?
Stay Asiat.
Dire's
Well, they hit
middle
level
tower
6 yet.
is under attack.
V-Tune is level 6, as is TORONTOTOKYO. Launched out. Miss Kisses doesn't get the kill, and now being chased by no one. And Sweden strong. Oshka there with Shadow Word to keep them topped up. I'll be attempting aggression, but Team Spirit reacting in kind. First, no on Ember Spirit. Quite often, it's like we've seen this Brown Boots Maelstrom build from Embers. Early game impact build.
I don't mind like full Orb of Corrosion on Ember Spirit to be able to slow them down. Makes a difference in some of these fights.
Back. Feel any pain really from the Flame Guard.
Radiant's bottom tower
The ward from
is under
Solo
attack.
though, at least getting rid of some of that vision that Spirit were placing deep in the jungle. Continually hunt and move
The
aggressively like
damage of
this.
Dazzle.
Yeah, Solo, he does have a grave, the Malefice and the Urn, they're annoying. But he's gonna get himself a bit of distance here, away from Collapse, and maybe just about
Another Urn
survive.
charge.
He's got the just about gets the vision on him, and a dominating streak as Mira. Avalanche toss onto the two of them, remnanting forward though, no one. Slays the Tiny at long last. Bit of a response from Navi, a bit of life in them as well.
This is gonna be 9-10 minutes. Enigma with the Blink Dagger, Mana Boots, and Urn of Shadows. It's getting out of control for Enigma, how much pressure he does. The thing is, he can also defend the tier 1 tower on the top lane if Navi decides to go there. Navi's tower damage is really weak until Templar Assassin gets Desolator up.
Pitiful. Catapults around them. V-Tune. Sitting back, farming away. They're stacking up Ancients for him as well, so he can swing up to Triangle.
Yatoro using Omni Slash top to try and buy some time.
I guess
We'll
the
get
kill.
a kill.
Oh, well, the healing ward is still going as well. Blaze trying to chase with the Celestial Hammer, but he's going to miss out on that one, and Aposhka's arrived. Plenty of sustain there as the healing ward finally killed off, but Juggernaut now can just stay in the lane.
He's gonna be full HP. Mango pop. Some tangos on Warlock. And we'll have another heal in a couple of seconds. So big turnaround play. Heavy commitment from Navi, but not getting anything out of it.
maybe a go there. Chipping away. Yatoro, but he's got that shadow word on him. Some big ultis ready for Spirit again. The avalanche into mid. TORONTOTOKYO has kisses ready. Would like to use this black hole. Maybe catch out no one and solo in the mid spot as Collapse moves in towards that area. It's just been perfect efficiency from TSpirit so far. Cutting their way into that bottom jungle, forcing Navi into a tiny area on the map where they can actually farm and hold their own. The smoke play that could be the undoing of Navi. Spirit. Bonds on mid to show there's a hero there. Mira. Tokyo wandering into triangle, hunting TA. Trap sees them. Two-man avalanche into the kisses. Focusing V2. Is he going for the TP out? The Dawnbreaker Solar Guardian's landing, so V2 decides to turn and fight Navi. They strike back with the numbers.
This is what we talked about, the big turnaround play from Navi. They don't necessarily need to make aggressive moves. It's all about hitting this Deso timing on Templar Assassin, plus Dragonlance, and then making stuff done. Dawnbreaker ulti, plus potentially a Grey from solo could make... Ooh, manages to DP out. If Rubick was level 5 there with one extra point in Fate Bolt, I think it would make the difference. Look at the courier delivery from Navi. Everything's busy.
A squadron of couriers flying out across the map, yeah.
Are fortified.
I know only wanted to come and steal this stack, but TSpirit have the numbers here to guard it. Avalanche tossed back, V2 sent in, Golem dropped in on him as well. Oh, the Grave. Solo trying to save up the TA, but she's stuck in the middle of 4 enemy heroes. Even gets hurricaned around by the Wild Wing Ripper, and now Mira with the Golem charging forward to force Navi back even further. I say it's a decent idea and a good attempt from Navi. They spotted the stack, they wanted to contest it. TSpirit all there.
Little too greedy. And this is why I love displacement abilities against Dazzle, because you don't get in range. Like, he still managed to get the Shallow Grave off, but as time progresses, it's gonna get even more difficult. And then Rock on top of that. Okay, he decided to go for Ether Lens instead, and now going for BKB. Collapse is gonna be a huge issue throughout this whole game, because he's off to an extremely good start top lane again.
Yeah, onto Miposhka. Cost 5. But why the Ether Lens over a Blink Dagger on this Enigma?
He feels like he can keep the distance with Ether Lens. It gives him more mana. It's also a farming tool.
What? Having a go at TORONTOTOKYO, and with Laze coming in, that Celestial Hammer allows him to close the gap, but it's a tanky Snapfire. Don't forget, Strength Hero with 1700 HP.
Is under attack.
Incredibly strong.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Bonds was stolen by the Rubick. A little bit annoying.
There's some really good spells to steal this game.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Of course, Black Hole, Rock, even Avalanche from
Dire's
Tiny,
top tower is
Healing
under
Ward,
attack.
Scatter Blast once you have Shard, Cookie.
Dire
TSpirit, they will fight whenever they have their ultis available. Like, they're definitely gonna try to take the fight. And now Navi getting that tier 1 tower finally, 13 minutes in.
Dire's top
And they
tower
kick
is
it into
under
the next
attack.
gear. Hume there, going to claim first
Dire's
objective for them.
top tower has fallen. Radiant's
TA,
middle
so she
tower
is
is under attack.
incredibly well, but this Enigma, top of the chart. Snap Jug, not too far behind. Breaker in the Spirit, definitely lagging behind the pack of heroes of Cause. Tier 1 mid, claimed up
Radiant's
by
middle
Collapse.
tower has fallen.
Up by Yatoro. Cookie in towards Laze, not going to connect.
Yatoro did not want to hit creep second time. Blaze was there, wanted to be annoying, and got in denied the range creep.
Mira gets his combo out, but he's slowed by the trap. Kisses for the fatal bonds. Let's see where Collapse goes now. Move towards Sweden strong, and a spin out from Yatoro should secure this kill quite
Grave
simply.
not there on time.
Well, can't save his buddy. Yatoro a little bit out of place now, though, with no Omni Slash and no spin. Again, Navi just don't have the connection. They don't have these stuns and catch abilities. No one's forced a Remnant back. Civilly. Feels like Navi just getting pushed back further and further. Net worth lead is only going to build with his Hand of Midas Juggernaut and the farming rate of the Enigma.
Very limited space where Navi can farm. Templar Assassin has been mostly in a triangle, but someone needs to push the top lane, play a little bit more aggressive, risky, I would say, and no one is going to be that hero.
She's kind of a vacuum cleaner as well, soaking up a lot of the farm that leaves Ember and Dawn very little. They are still getting some decent timings on their items though. Echo Saber's there for Lays. 600 gold away from that.
Not every fuel
Low
scoop.
on a deep warding mission. That top jungle, but I think he's been spotted moving across there. TSpirit have a ward by their outpost. I love these wards, like in the outpost, you just don't expect them to be there. It's that perfect vision of two members of Navi. Holding down the bottom jungle. Warding behind bottom tier 2 to look for smokes and anybody coming to defend.
When you said mirror movement, I thought they were ganking Tiny.
The mirror movement. Where is Tiny right now? He's up top alone. Getting some golden experience.
Fine looking
Solo,
ones we
the
are.
real split pushing Dazzle 5.
Oh, is he?
He was near tier 2 tower.
Lays, very nicely done there. Pushing out the wave without really showing himself. So the soft defense of this tier 2 tower, knowing that something is lurking in the shadows just above him on that staircase. We're going to have the rock dropped on him though. Chaotic offering
Radiant's
and a
bottom
scatter
tower
blast
is
there,
under
going to
attack.
blow up this poor Dawnbreaker. They come in, cast their spells.
Radiant's
TSpirit, like you were
They're
saying,
not messing around.
at the end of the draft, you're like, if they see an opportunity to cast spells, they're going to do it.
Miposhka initiates with Chaotic Offering. It's a big
Radiant's
kill,
bottom
and
tower is
this
under
also
attack.
opens up the Roche for Navi.
Snap illusion. Walks into the pit. Now TSpirit know exactly what's up. Roche is about to die though. Close to dropping, and Spirit, they're nowhere near enough bind to contest this. Yatoro was up in that top jungle, but instead, TSpirit focus on that bottom tower and, of course, unlocking the outpost for themselves.
Move from Navi, realizing that
Radiant's
they're
bottom
showing
tower
way too many
is under
heroes. 3
attack.
shown on bottom, 1 was underneath the ward, and 1 was top. So immediately inside the Roche pit. Nesso
Dire's
finally
middle
down on
tower
Templar
is under
Assassin.
attack.
And I'm still looking at Collapse. The most farm hero in the game. Has BKB Lens, Urn of Shadows, 17 minutes into the game.
Have we seen a black hole yet?
No.
I don't think we have. It's the threat of the black hole.
Is sometimes stronger than the black hole itself.
That's what's going through his mind. Go on, give it to her.
Dire's
Just the
middle
kisses in the
tower
Malefice.
is under attack.
Shadow Word on top, and Lays graved by Solo. Is that enough to save the urn? Oh, the
Dire's
heal
middle
from the
tower has
Dazzle.
fallen.
Keep her alive, it looks like. Back to Fountain we go. HP remains. Ward survives.
Dire's middle tower is
Yatoro
under attack.
being dived by no one. Spirit trying to put the fear to Yatoro's Juggernaut, playing very forward in this dire triangle.
This could have been potentially
Radiant's
a black
bottom
hole.
tower
The first
is under
usage
attack.
where you suck him closer so Dazzle can't get in the range. What do we have? Fire Snap Cookie stolen by Rubick. Gonna talk about no one. He's having a okay game in the middle of the pack. Not really active because you have Templar Assassin as your one. Tier 1 tower on the top has fallen relatively
Dire's
late
top
to
tower
support. It's
is
not
under
that good
attack.
with rotating, so
Yeah.
still needs some time to catch up.
Yeah, it feels like he's really just going to be cutting waves and split pushing for the majority of this game. Say, he doesn't have a support to play with. There's no real, there's no Tiny, no Earth Spirit on his team. Try and make a go on Mirror here. TA, Rubick, and the Dazzle all nearby to finish off the Tiny. One more hit, V-Tune, that's what you need. The trap will give them the vision they need. Themselves up top. Swarming bottom though,
Dire's
Dire Ward
structures are
scouts
fortified.
out Dawnbreaker again. This time Lay's not gonna go.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Wait.
attack.
Yeah. Will eventually force Navi to come back and maintain that lane.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Leah's TSpirit just planting themselves at these key points on the map. Bottom jungle, bottom tier 2, in the mid lane as well. And
Spirit
Oshka,
wants to kill Lays one more time.
they're trying to kill the Poshka mid, no one. He's on the Warlock. Spirit giving chase towards him. V-Tune coming in as well. They'll find Miposhka at long last, while TORONTOTOKYO blown up by V-Tune. And Lays, well, he survived down bottom to the aggression coming out of TSpirit. Didn't spend any ultis though, did they?
He's always going to be okay with spin DP out, but overextending. Going for the creep wave now, and will DP out in the end. They need Tiny to also pick up a Blink Dagger, so Mira's farming that very close. Needs 100 gold to finish it off.
Oh, good catch. Quick dispatch. V-Tune slays the Enigma. 3 kills in a row for Navi, picking up momentum.
Radiant's top tower
But you see
is
that
under
green
attack.
lights for TSpirit. You know once they all respawn, they are ready to smoke, go and fight. Aegis of the Immortal, yeah, a minute and a half left.
Dire's
Target to
middle
jump on
tower
that
is
TA
under
and kill her
attack.
off twice.
Navi has a very good understanding in this game how they need to play, splitting up the map and not allowing TSpirit to group up and use those big teamfight ultis. Because if you're split on 2 different sides, you don't get like the real value from Rock, from the black hole that we are yet to see. Look from Spirit.
Not reliant on any big ultis like you've been saying from Trap. Through the initial portion of this game. Hero will toss Rubick back in.
Dire's
Kill
top
for
tower
them.
is under
What's
attack.
the next
Dire's
step?
top tower
Trying to force a
is
team
falling.
fight, try and kill a core, or is it
Rune of
aiming towards
haste.
tier 2 mid?
Looks like they just want to farm. For now, top lane needed to be fixed. The bottom lane also pushed out. Tokyo with his to travel might be able to connect with the team. And again, Navi using the vision they have, because TSpirit did show 2 heroes. Enigma TP top, TORONTOTOKYO TP bottom, and Navi strikes immediately.
They go straight on them. Forced the golem as well. V-Tune had no fear in the world. Running straight towards TSpirit, forcing them to scramble. And they're back on this tier 2 mid lane. To Tokyo, Yatoro, Cookie in, but a great blink away. Very fast on the trigger. Assassin is out of that.
Dazzle.
TSpirit didn't have a chance to show these big teamfight ultis in action. Boschka buying a gem, wants to get rid of the traps, some vision. Yeah, that beat board near the tier 3 tower from Spirit, allowing them to see whoever shows there, whoever wants to push out the wave. It's like they want to smoke again and make something done, but I don't see any smokes left on them.
Got to get something done.
There's one on Mira. Okay.
They're ready to go. Yeah, there's just never been more than 2 or 3 heroes together clumped up. Navi have played every single one of these engagements to perfection. Collapse. Yeah, Etherland's BKB still unused, along with a black hole.
BKB is about to be done on Navi. V-Tune did disassemble his Dragonlance. Dawnbreaker about to finish hers. Even no one 100 gold away from it. So triple BKB, triple 9-second BKB. That's 27 seconds, Gary, if you can't do the math.
Thank you. Yeah, I can't, so it's appreciated. Do you remember at school when the teachers were telling us we'd never have calculators in our pockets?
Now we do. We do have camera,
We've got
phone.
computers in our pockets.
It has everything. Did they allow you to use calculators in school? During math, or it's like, yeah, now you gotta know all this stuff.
For something,
It's making you dumber.
there were definitely some lessons where calculators were banned. They were like, in some physics lessons and some maths lessons, they were like, no, you have to do the manual working out, and you've got to learn these equations, and you know, F equals MA and all that stuff. You've got to memorize
Time
everything.
to shut up about math.
Yeah, because they're going to get the catch. Here is Tiny, yet again, the target of choice for Navi. Straight in towards the Tiny, and TSpirit struggling to react. Yatoro, spin. Cookie to save him. Spirit retreating once more. Navi really putting a lot of pressure on them. So desperate for a team fight, but they just can't get one.
They can't find the opening. Like, they literally cannot. Navi's not letting them. That's the thing. It's not that TSpirit doesn't want it. It's the way Navi plays.
Dire's
Goes for the
middle tower
pickoffs,
is under attack.
trying to force like potentially a bad black hole or use a rock, and then Navi's gonna play even more aggressive.
Incredible patience from Collapse, honestly. We would have seen black holes chucked left and
I
right.
don't like this shard pickup on Enigma this early on. It's I think it's 1400 gold down the drain because he didn't even use a single black hole
Middle
yet.
tower has
Maybe the one that he uses will show it off.
Maybe, but I would prefer if that's like Lincoln's Blink or Blink Lincoln's into Shard.
Mira, yeah, again, he's in the front lines. Taking a beating from B2's TA. Dominating streak grabbed up by him. And TSpirit, they're cowering, hiding in their base. So afraid of what Navi are bringing to the table. Two lanes pushing towards the Dire base now, top and mid. Navi, they can back up, farm through triangle, come to bottom, push out that wave. More effective at gathering the farm they need across all of their cores.
Losing so much map right now. You have no one who's TPing bottom, will clear the wave, come back with the remnant. So all three lanes are going to be in a good spot. Roshan may respawn in 50 seconds. This is where TSpirit needs to strike. Like, they can't allow Navi to get another Roshan. It could be a disaster. It could be the beginning of the end.
5 seconds to go. TSpirit smoke. All heroes in behind Yataro's Juggernaut. TA traps and observer wards all around can spot TSpirit coming in. They break the smoke, all lays. Gets jumped, but there we go with the magic community. BKB is up for him. Has the shard as well as he turns and fights. Battling into TORONTOTOKYO and Mira, he's soloing 1v5. Nothing can stop this Lays Dawnbreaker. Maybe a rock dropped in, but Collapse has died already. No buyback coming through yet. Oh, TORONTOTOKYO barely escapes.
Oh, no mana for
and Mira's out. He's dead as well. 3 heroes escape from TSpirit, but my goodness, Navi, the confidence of Lays there, just to turn around and fight into them.
There was supposed to be Omni Slash, potentially like even a black hole just to hold him in place, because Lays is super farming. He's very difficult to kill. 2.5k HP, and inside the Roche pit they go. So that's Aegis and also Shard.
Radiant's
Templar
turret
Assassin
has
will
been
be able
killed.
to have more control. Maybe they want to give it to Ember Spirit, but I would still prefer to see it on Templar Assassin.
Throw snipes a courier though. Ether lens removed.
Roshan has
Sad
fallen
about
to the
it.
Radiant.
Spin TP back down to bottom lane. Yeah, TSpirit gonna be running low on smokes at this point. It's like they need them. Smokes and observer wards.
Dazzle.
Surprise and vision. Requirements here for Spirit to really get these team fights going. Got some good ward coverage around their triangle and in that mid lane. Toro gonna have to spin again to get away from no one's Ember. And we do have a blink on the Enigma and a good toss back. Templar Assassin sent into
pushed on the low ground.
but BKB's up and still holds Aegis. Mira slowed down. The tune finished off by the Omni Slash. Collapse will throw it in, and Ember Spirit's jumped into the middle of it. The Great from solo, it's not going to save him. Vichu still going to get spun down and blown up by TSpirit. The one fight that they needed. Finally a victory for them as Lays is on the run. BKB ends, Mira and Yataro chasing forward. They can see the Dawn and they want her bad, but the Blink's on cooldown. And Rubick with the left drag back holds TSpirit away for now.
Might
Mira.
still get it. His Blink Dagger's
Scanning.
ready soon. And he knows exactly where Sweet and Strong is.
The
with the
black
solid
hole
black hole.
stolen.
No
No
follow-up.
follow-up.
Fake hype will blink out.
He will escape though in the end. And that was
Good
meant to
toss
be
backs. Being able to like reposition people is how TSpirit won TI with that Magnus, with Spears from Mars. And if we see that again, I think team fight would have been played out differently, because Solo was really late with the Grave. He needed to use that Grave early on Templar Assassin, and they wouldn't even lose Aegis. I don't think they would kill her one time,
Radiant's
because she would be able to
top
get
tower
out of
is
the
under
trouble.
Yeah, BKB refraction. I turn around with that. A decent fight for TSpirit. And oh, Yataro. No TP. He's going to get caught up here. Manta to get away from the chains. The healing ward down as well. Miposhka coming in. Thinking about dropping the rock. The Centaur stomp. Oh, what a great stun. Still going to lose Yataro though in his mega kill streak.
If you don't know what to do, there's a lot. You have nothing to stun. Group around the Centaur. He will help you out.
Yeah, what happened there? It looked like he was trying to spin TP, but went horribly wrong. Away from danger. No, we're going to go out. Back again into these side lanes, cut the waves, put Team Navi back on the map. Spirit still has a minute to wait for Black Hole to come off cooldown. That is the key to unlock the team fights for them. Tokyo. Blink, travel BKB. He wants Tome next to try and get to level 20. Do we start to see the Snapfire transition into the Daedalus?
Yeah, it's one of the better late game mid heroes, because you do have like level 20 and level 25 talent are pretty insane. It did go for Scatter Blast damage on level 15 instead of the little Shredder attacks. It does allow you to instantly kill the creep wave with just a Scatter Blast, but then you need to get extra levels. Like if we are talking about getting level 25, you need those 2 hits.
Blessings.
Just there, we saw him do it. Immediately blows up the creeps, blinks and TPs.
Look out for falling!
Team Spirit rally around their mid-tier 3. Black Hole not too far away from cooling down now. After taking the Aegis away from the TA, Navi not going to be comfortable going up to high ground or trying to win a team fight without that next Roche. That's the big threat, isn't it? Team Spirit's high ground defense is ridiculous.
Gotta be careful about the toss backs.
Yeah.
Midnight Pulse, like right in front of the tower. Scatter Blast kills the creep wave instantly. So they need to like poke, potentially try to see what happens. Maybe Team Spirit makes some mistakes. They do have a lot of damage. The first one target, TA Deso, full Daedal is done. So if Ember Spirit gets the chain on someone, she might follow up and try to delete the target immediately.
Get into that situation where buyback advantage, forcing fights on Radiant's doorstep.
Radiant
Force
are
buyback.
scanning.
Retreat, reset, go again. Smoking into dire triangle, scanning forward, spotting nobody. High ground. Team Spirit have got some sneaky wards out themselves. Good vision around that area. Looking out of the base. Dobbs.
DD bottom.
TA with a
No one will give V-Tune his bottle. This is gonna hurt.
Spirit. Avalanche comes back. Remnant comes back in as the Omni Slash focuses lanes. Dawnbreaker dead and collapsed. Being lifted up. The golden rod, but he's already been blown up by V-Tune. The massive amount of
They see his buyback.
damage. Let's find back to want to come into this fight again. Remnant off to the left, but in comes Mira once again. Avalanche tossed to kill Rubick and 2 heroes down on the side of Navi. Time to run it back. Team Spirit, they spend the Golem and the Omni Slash, but they still hold on to Kisses and Black Hole.
Mira is holding Team Spirit in the game with his tossbacks into Omni Slash. This is what they need. Like, they need to put Navi out of their comfort zone, because Navi has been playing extremely well for the first 25 minutes of the game.
5k lead, 30 minutes in. Spirit, more than capable. It's out. We've seen this kind of thing from RNG, LGD as well, right? Extend the game and you're looking for that one key team fight to start domineering the pace.
Is under attack.
Buyback advantage yourself. And Navi will start considering now, though, with Enigma having bought back. Kill him once before he can get the black hole out, and you are in a great spot. Poshka holding Gem. Go for the full D ward.
Part of him. Could have been a disaster. Losing a gem and also losing a hero 1 minute before the Roche spawns. Potentially.
Definitely troublesome. Snapfire's gonna go for the Shivers Guard. Wants to be tankier. It's TA with obscene amount of physical damage. Shredder attack. Talent. Beyond this coming up. Allowed to die. Can't get burst down. To survive, to get off this black hole.
Different thinking. Because he used the buyback, needs to have something to protect himself. Unless there's a good rock, he got destroyed immediately. 1.3 1.2 or 1.3k crit coming out from Templar Assassin.
Nasty stuff. Yatoro, what is he, level 23, closing in on 24. Hand of Midas, Death kicking in.
He wants to get that imbalanced level 25 talent on Juggernaut.
are
The
scanning.
plus 475 HP, one of the most fun talents in the game.
That's one of the flashiest ones, isn't it? Skillful to use it too. Shan, 35 seconds away. Spirit.
They know exactly where they are. I mean, both teams should have a pretty good read considering how they keep the distance.
Will be able to continue cutting in the waves. The Spirit very free to push in mid. Move up to top with
The womb
Rubick
of
and Dazzle.
regeneration.
Considering Ploy here to go up high ground, but Mira's in. Quick lift up, no toss back. The kiss is launched towards Solo, going to get cancelled out by Lays. KB Dawnbreaker stopping Spirit in their tracks and now ditching away. They forced Spirit to react. They've all come back to defend this top tier 3, so Navi once again in the driving seat.
Let's see if they decide to go inside a pit immediately.
Scope given.
Because this is Aghanim Scepter. A freebie. That's 6,000 gold. It does not take up the slot. No one ready to break the smoke. They do have vision on the high ground. Both Observer and Sentry.
Mira changed up and Roshan's dead. B2 going to grab the Aegis. The Yule's up there. Mira trying to save himself, but the slight gets from no one. Going to get Avatos and spun down. Jumps to his Remnant. Safe play from no one's Ember. Navi, prime position now to think about getting these waves out. They've got bottom and mid to maintain. Plenty of time to do it and get towards this dire high ground. Force a fight somewhere around there.
Templar Assassin is too farmed. She has way too many items. Shard from Roshan, Aghanim Scepter going into MKB next, holding on to Cheese. With that Aghanim Scepter, you have ability to be anywhere on the map where you place the traps.
Solo! No way, is he like, get out of here, and they fell atop, but a good Yule's up, cancels the TP in the last second. Oh, it was a close one. Again, the old man, he's got some moves. 4-staff grave, even through an avalanche.
I got worried there for a second.
Solo? Death.
Full MKB done on TA, seeing that Juggernaut went for Butterfly, and you want to have something to pierce through that evasion.
Spirit. Never afraid to go across the river. Get into enemy territory. They're the ones that still want to force a team fight. They want these enclosed areas. Themselves into a position where a spot on a staircase or a ramp. Black hole on them. Tier 4 items do start to flow out of the new jug. And that's the Enigma.
Gave it to collapse.
Edge sword for the jug. Yeah, drop to 12. So, it's a difficult decision sometimes, isn't it? Ninja Gear's so good on the Enigma. It looks like he's going to be holding that rather than the Spell Prism.
He's going to be swapping items in and out. He wants to be smoked in the back so he can't be found, but also holding on to Quickening Charm.
Who's got the Prism? Let's do that incorrectly. They do get a jump onto the Ember Spirit. Away from Solo's there. Go onto the high ground and a focus in towards V2. Aegis popped out. Yatoro doing some sick damage while Lays chase back on the TORONTOTOKYO, collapses in with a black hole on 2. The goal dropped with a fatal bond. Great kisses the storm, black hole cancelled immediately. And Yatoro comes out with a triple kill.
This shard now coming into a clutch play from Enigma, trying to suck in Rubick. He was way too far away, but I like that TSpirit's not hesitating at all. Like, they're very
decisive.
Yeah, that was the word that I was looking for. Thank you, Gary.
Immediately running down the mid lane looking for tier 2.
Radiant's middle
Is
tower
this a
has
chance,
fallen.
though, for Navi with buybacks or anything like that? Oh, TA doesn't have buybacks. Even with all these others on
She left
cooldown.
with everything in MKB. Because Collapse used Black Hole with Arcane Rune and also did have Quickening Charm. Another one will be ready in 50 seconds.
Radiant's middle tower has
So
fallen.
Yatoro just holding the Spell Prism as his item. Not going to hand it over, and Mira Avalanche can't get the toss. Good BKB from no one.
Radiant's middle tower
Game for the Tiny, thanks to the cookie. And the building's crumbling. Entire lane of barracks down.
has fallen.
Could think about bottom lane as well. Still 30 seconds with no TA, and at this point, they're probably going to be wondering, she's not got buyback, does she?
She definitely does not, because she would have used it, and they forced the BKB out of Ember Spirit. When TA respawns, Black Hole will be available again.
And Mira's jumped in once more. Spin out from Yatoro. Straight in with the Abyssal Blade, catching him and stunning him. Back towards the buildings though. Focus on the objectives. On Collapse, Ninja Gear,
I want to see a fake smoke. I want to see them fake smoking and going back in. Okay.
Black Hole's ready, Collapse coming in, and he catches them. He's gonna take down the Dazzle, and Lazy Dawnbringer being dragged away, but Yatoro, he's had to spin out a range of no one and V2. The TA turns back into Collapse. Enigma drops, and Navi, they fight back on their own doorstep. I thought Collapse had the perfect one, but they got out of range.
Only one buyback used from Navi, so that's okay. That's on Dazzle. I like how everyone else on the TSpirit understands, like, oh, we also need to kill Rubick. Yatoro gets the bash.
Oh, can he finish him off? What a great Omni Slash from Yatoro. Abyssal Blade helping out greatly. Blaze, even with the Solar Guardian, couldn't help no one.
This is big.
Radiant's
Ember
top
does
tower
have
is under
buyback,
attack.
but these are top of the plays. Like, one of the reasons why, like, these players want a TI is it makes a difference. Not afraid to go for like kills like this.
High risk, high reward kind of
Yeah,
plays.
it can also look like, oh no, he didn't get the bash off, but with the attack speed that he has from Butterfly, it's kind of guaranteed.
Another catch. It's on B-Tune this time. Look at how quickly she dies. Yatoro just slices her in half. Blaze trying to save up B-Tune, and Solo gets the great mid. No one does return with the buyback as well, but B-Tune's dead with no buyback on her. A Golem in, Mira on the high ground is whacking down in towards Navi. This is looking rough for them now. Blaze will return to the battlefield, but no one's on the run. Sweet and strong as Solo getting chased down by Yatoro.
We'll
Good
call
game
it.
score. B-Tune says it's all over now.
TSpirit, finally. Like, we didn't see big team fight from TSpirit for first like 30 minutes. Navi did a very good job.